In this video, I'll deliver my dissertation on the dangers of direct supervision and drone on and on and on about the details for an undetermined and unnecessary amount of time. No, I'm not. You know what? I think I will. Just kidding. Today, the subject is a symptom, a side effect from working in the correctional profession. It's a sickness that we as officers often confuse with situational awareness. We all know the term. You're familiar with the concept. We rely on it inside to stay alive. But is there a downside? Is there a drawback? What happens when our survival skills stifle our serenity on our off time? What happens when our preparation becomes paranoia? In the academy, we're taught to keep our head on a swivel, to scan the room, read the people. We're programmed to be proactive, to foresee and forecast every possible problem, and to intervene before whatever it is becomes whatever it was going to be. We are told that the inmates are going to lie, manipulate, organize and orchestrate assaults and insurrections, and that we should always expect the unexpected. We are taught to keep our backs against the block and to walk the tier with open eyes and open ears. And that is situational awareness, simply put. The understanding, the awareness, the comprehension of what is going on around us, and the ability to identify potential threats. And that's good. As a correctional officer, you will need to develop that skill, that spidey sense, if you will. But you know that, right? You live this. I'm not telling you something that you haven't already heard 1,000 times. But what happens when your awareness, your threat perception, permeates the perimeter, follows you home? What happens when your anxiety and your worry become, worrisome? What happens when your attentiveness, your vigilance gets the best of you? Because there is a fine line between being situationally aware and hyper-vigilant. Yeah, I know both are a state of increased alertness, but I think we're doing ourselves a disservice by disguising one as the other. So what's the difference? Yes, hypervigilance is a state of increased alertness, which makes you sensitive to your surroundings. It sounds similar to situational awareness, right? But the difference is the exaggerated actions, the perpetual scanning of the environment, the sights, the sounds, the people, anything that could potentially become a problem, a threat, a situation. We remain on high alert to be certain that we are able to spot it, to stop it, before it becomes, well, it. The issue is that we as officers, because of our training, because of our time on the inside, are trained to see what could potentially happen and not what will probably happen. Do you see the difference? Our worldview, our perception changes because of our experiences inside. So we see the world as a scary, dark, and dangerous place. When in reality, it's just our perception of the world that is scary, dark, and dangerous. And this can lead to increased anxiety, depression, and may cause difficulties in your relationships, and your everyday dealings, and your social interactions. So what does this look like? Well, it looks a little different for everyone. But some common behaviors associated with hypervigilance are constantly scanning your surroundings, searching for a threat, finding it hard to focus during conversation, being easily startled or overly jumpy, overreacting to things happening around you that you view as hostile. That's me to a T. Do you find crowded or noisy environments overwhelming? Do you size up people and look closely to see if they're packing? Do you overanalyze situations and expect them to be or believe them to be worse than they actually are? Are you overly sensitive to people's tones and expressions and take them personally? Do you have trouble getting to sleep or staying asleep? Yes, yes, yes. Oh shit. Yes, yes, yes. So what causes hypervigilance? Well, in a nutshell, our job, the correctional environment, working under the constant threat of violence for a prolonged period of time. It changes us, the way we behave. Folks, there are some serious, long-lasting emotional, mental, and physical side effects of hypervigilance. And I think that some of you watching already know, already see something, a difference. You can feel it. So let's talk about it. If you're experiencing any of the things that I mentioned, the symptoms, maybe it's time to talk to somebody, to reach out, to address this molehill before it becomes a mountain. Look, asking for help doesn't make you weak. Suffering in silence while you waste away under the weight of the stress of wearing the badge, that's what makes you weak. You deserve to be happy. You deserve to live your best life. So talk! Let me know in the comments below if you've experienced anything that I've mentioned in this video. And then let me know what you've done to cope, to correct, to deal with these behaviors. If you like this video, if you found value in this video, straight punch that little like icon. Leave a comment and share this content with anyone and everyone you think may be interested. Subscribe and click that little bell so you're notified every time I release a video. And if you're looking for more correctional content, head on over to my Facebook page. I'll post a link in the description below so you know where to go. All right, guys, until next time, be smart, stay safe, stay sane, and we'll talk soon.
Hey, hey, yeah, hey, hey, yeah, yeah, hey, 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 yeah, 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 let's go. I feel like